What's up, guys? This is late night with Lumberjack Cracks here on the Retro Sports Gaming channel, and I am bringing to you a special one that is untouchable: Mario Kart DS, a game that is questionably sports in Tom's book, and frankly, I think it is a sport. ESPN recognizes racing as a sport. We get NASCAR, and this is basically NASCAR with Mario characters and, you know, some power-ups and blah, 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 blah. It's a game. It's a fun one. And I like to bring a fun game here on Late Night with Lumberjack Cracks. And so I will at least play one Grand Prix, and if I don't see anybody that was in the previous stream come back, I will stop playing here. I was historically a Yoshi player, so I'm going to pick Yoshi to get past this first round of races. And since this is a retro channel, we are going to go with the retro Grand Prix. Oh man, Frappy Snowland or Moo Moo Farm? I think I'm going to go with Moo Moo Farm over Frappy Snowland. Frappy Snowland sucks. So, I did do this 1 week ago, and I finally came back today on the same Wednesday as last week. That's how weeks work. To run a stream. I just got back from the pub. I've gone through a couple drinks here at home after drinking at the pub, and I think it's time to give you a fun run of Mario Kart. So I am using a Super Nintendo controller, and it feels right at home. We're playing on a Super Nintendo track. This is the natural progression of Mario Kart. This is the sequel from Mario 64 on the DS. And this was the major selling point for Tom and I on the DS. We both bought the DS together. We split it, and we didn't buy any games. The system launched with Mario 64, but we didn't buy that immediately. But Mario Kart DS came out shortly after, and we got that. And this was the first game to introduce the online function of the DS. And one of the funny things about that is you had to play Mario Kart DS at every single McDonald's was able to properly do Mario Kart Online. And and certain Wi-Fi routers have the ability to run Mario Kart DS. And if you didn't have the right Wi-Fi router, you couldn't run any DS games online. So you had to buy a dongle from Nintendo. Fortunately, the one that Tom and I had did support the DS. So we were able to play online Mario Kart from home. But I did know friends that would go to the local McDonald's to play Mario Kart online. I mean, what a weird tie-in. And that tie-in lasted for a really long time. With Nintendo 3DS's Street Pass, they actually would have certain hotspots that would give you actual Nintendo employees for Street Pass, which were like souped up characters. And you could get that at McDonald's, and I think eventually it turned into any AT&T hotspot. This is one of those power-ups that was added into Mario Kart DS, which is the bullet bill that basically allows you to catch back up in the race. This is a game of rubber banding. If you want to talk about rubber band AI, Mario Kart DS is the game for you. No, that rubber band AI also works for the computer players, and that's why I'm playing 100cc and not 150cc. Because, man, that computer will just catch up on you, and it's BS. BS, I tell you. So the major difference between this and the 64 version of the game is the environments are 3D as well as the character model that you're using. In Mario 64, you actually have a 2D sprite instead of a 3D model. That would have been something that was achievable if the game didn't come out earlier in the life cycle of the 64. As you see, like, Diddy Kong Racing has this. So this one is actually, this is one of the DS games that is, I would say, is above 64 capabilities. Now, I was just playing Tony Hawk where it felt like it was a sub PS1 game. But it's really hard to say. I mean, everything's built within the limitations of its system and its the knowledge of the hardware. It does not look like I'm getting anybody back into the chat. But I will continue going. I might even play a second Grand Prix for fun. I will continue drinking and racing. If I win this cup, I definitely think I should run another race. So I am playing on a remake of a GBA course, which the Game Boy Advance game had all brand new courses, played a lot like the Super Nintendo game, and it had all of the Super Nintendo courses in it. And I didn't know that, because when I played the GBA version of the game, I didn't actually unlock the ability to play all the Game Boy or the Super Nintendo courses. I don't remember the exact requirements to unlock all those things, but man, that is awesome that it was in there. And I wish I would have been able to appreciate that, but I also didn't really play the original Mario Kart until way later. I remember seeing it as a kid and being like, oh, this is a cool game, but I probably saw it around the time that the Mario Kart 64 was about to come out. Being born in the year 1992, my video game history is a little skewed because I was born with having the Atari be my first console. When the Atari came out in the late 70s. So I had a natural progression through video game consoles. Oh man, I get hit by the red shell in first place and end up getting third. And now I am tied for first place with Donkey Kong. So I went through a natural progression of consoles, and the year 92 is when the Super Nintendo was a system at that point. And I think we got it by the time I could remember. But in my head, no, we probably got it right before maybe a couple of years before the 64 came out. So probably like 94. Maybe a little bit, maybe the year after that. Maybe 95. And then 64 came out, and we got that probably a couple of years after that. So my time frames are probably wrong. I remember we got the 2-controller version of the 64, which came with Mario 64, and that Atomic Purple N64 controller, which was great. I'm starting to wonder if the chat is live or not. After this race, I'm going to refresh the chat and see if you guys are there. It might have given me a different URL. I feel like you guys were pretty confident on coming back to me, so... We're currently racing on a GameCube map, which looks worse than the actual GameCube map. So at the time that this game came out, this was actually... there was only 4 other Mario Kart games came out. So every single run of the Retro Cups will cycle through a Super Nintendo, an N64, a GBA, and a GameCube map. But this game is the actual natural sequel to Mario 64. It plays the most like it. Mario Kart Double Dash obviously has that, like, 2-person in a cart thing. The GBA version's more of a natural sequel to the Super Nintendo game. But this game is what you would have expected after 64. And I just got hit by the blue shell that put me into first place in the first place. Right before the goal, and I pull it off, and I take this Grand Prix. Alright, I'm going to refresh this... It seems like the emulator is having a little trouble. I might be running too many things. Gonna refresh the chat right here, see if you guys are still there. Congratulations. First place, rank B. What a beautiful person I am. Are you still there? All right, I think I'm gonna go into the next Retro Cup here. And as long as nobody else comes into the stream chat, this will be the last one that I'll do. Maybe. We'll see what the 64 map is that pops up after this. If it's Banshee Boardwalk, I don't remember if it's the next one or the one after that. Then I'll keep playing. My drink is almost dry. It seems like it's really struggling, the emulation right now. Oh, I shouldn't have boosted there. I don't know if I'm running too many things on my computer at once or what. I can run things that are way more aggressive than this without any hitch. So many screens at once. Donkey Kong. I'm just really trying to focus on trying to get into first place right now. I'm really not liking Donkey Kong being in front of me right now. Who's in front? Is that Luigi? Luigi! Where you at, Luigi? Yoshi's coming for you. I'm gonna beast you, Luigi. Get out of here, Bowser. Oh, man, Bowser got in front of me. Oh, it was Peach. It wasn't even Luigi. Oh, what a disappointment. Alright. We move on. And here is the Nintendo 64 map that everybody should be familiar with. Frappy Snowland. The one with all the damn snowmen. Luigi's sitting in his little vacuum cart. So this is the first Mario Kart that added in the customized carts. I have always preferred to use the classic style cart in every iteration of Mario. I don't like using any other cart. It just doesn't have the feel that I expect from a cart in Mario Kart. I'm going to say cart like 5 more times in a row and maybe it will make sense. Cart. No, it didn't make sense. Cart. Boom, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum. I don't know if I unlock the next race if I don't get first. I mean, not race, Grand Prix. So I have to be the winner, I think. If I don't win, then what's the point? You know? You don't know until you know, you know? Looks like the chat is dead. Everybody from the Tony Hawk stream didn't make it over. Rogue Gamer was too drunk to to wait it out. Probably fell asleep. I don't know what Adam's doing. Infamous Smoke popped up for a couple minutes, and then he didn't say anything after the couple minutes. But I understand. Life goes on. We evolve. I shouldn't have taken first place right there. Now we're going to have an actual battle with me and Peach. Look at all these green shells going forward. There's like 2 of them. It's too many shells. Terrible, terrible pun. And that's why I'm silent. I'm probably overpowering the sound in the game right now. I'm leaning really close into this computer mic. Oh, and here comes the blue shell. And Peach also hit a banana at the same time. That was very fortunate. And I got hit by a red shell, and it seems like that will probably seal Peach's first place victory. I am not going to get first in this race. Probably going to lose this Grand Prix. Here comes Bowser. Get out of here, Bowser. I got him. Alright, I need to get first place, and Peach needs to lose. I am currently tied with Bowser. And we're at Bowser's Castle. Holy crap. Oh yeah, I got a gold mushroom. Take that, Mario. Alright, we just need to ruin Peach's entire race here. Somebody else is in first place. I gotta make sure Peach does not pass me. I think it's Bowser in front of me. It is Bowser. I see him on the second screen. Oh, I hit a wall. But I also hit Peach. Totally worth it. Goodbye, Bowser. Oh, your thwamp came in the way. Alright, we gotta throw Bowser into a lake of fire. Luckily, we're surrounded by a lake of fire right now. Oh, I didn't hit him. I almost hit myself, though. Get out of here, Bowser! You loser! Alright, as long as I can maintain first place here. Oh, there's a fucking thwomp. Oh my goodness. Good thing I wasn't actually jumping over the lake of fire. I missed the thing, though. And the music in this map kind of invokes doom. Not like the emotion, but the game Doom. And it looks like Peach got third place, so we are all on par to tie up here. I need Peach to get third again. If she gets second, she ties with me, and we are at Nintendo GameCube's Baby Park. Not loving it. This map is hell. It's hectic. It's insane. And now I'm invisible. You can't see me, says Jan Cena. I missed a power-up. Oh, there goes a wasted lap. There's Mario in his stupid cart. Bam. Bam. Bigelow. I am in first currently. Peach is on par to tie with me. You're at the fourth lap. There's one lap to go. I am already through half of this lap. And Peach just passed me to take first place. It's gonna come down to the last lap between me and Peach to tie in this Grand Prix. I'm gonna cut on the inside, and we are small, and I am beating Peach currently. I am getting hit by a blue shell, and Peach is passing me towards the final bend. And I hit her with the red shell, but she passes before me. The red shell is not enough. And Peach is going to take this one. Oh, what a classic Baby Park finish. Well, I am very unhappy with the way this one turned out. I got second place in that race. And it looks like I did not unlock the next race. It is all thanks to Peach in that final turn. But, as promised, I said if nobody showed up in chat, I was going to end this one. And Tom, if you are still watching this one, I do not blame you for removing this stream. I was doing it for the fans, and the fans did not show up. So, Tom, I appreciate you for considering to keep this one. I'm not happy with this one. Nobody was here. I didn't get the victory. It's all over. The end is nigh. But thank you, somebody, for watching. Maybe in the future. This has been Late Night with Lumberjack Cracks here on the Retro Sports Gaming channel. And I am signing off for tonight. This is the last game I was going to play, and I'm going to move on to bigger and better things. And maybe you will see me sometime in the next week. Bye-bye!